Hello, hello, my beautiful, beloved, sacred masculines, and anybody else who finds their way to this channel. Welcome to another week of Deep Penetration with Star, the show where we dive deep into another element of sacred sexuality, feel our way into something really, really, really juicy, and see where it takes us, see where it leads into a gorgeous explosion for us into new realms, new connections, new possibilities, right? So thank you for being here with me, and thank you for going deep and opening into this really rich exploration of sacred sexuality and how we can come into greater passion, union, connection, and open into our desire more and more. So many of us desire that deep connection, that deep passion, that deep explosion, but not just on a physical level, on an emotional, mental, spiritual level, right? All of it. That's what sacred sexuality is. It's bringing all of us into our experience, not just in the mental where we tend to be, or just physical where we can tend to be as well. So bringing all of it together and really opening into such a deeper experience of our sexual energy, our sensual energy, our passion, our longing, deep connection. So, and that's what I've been exploring and really opening into. I'm here in Bali, and I was just in Batu Karu, which is a really sacred place in Bali. It's a mountain in the center where Lord Shiva, the sacred masculine, is said to reside, right in the center of the mountain, that erect mountain. And there's the sacred masculine right in the center there. I mean, of course, right? And then surrounded by this gorgeous nature, which is the sacred feminine, the earth, the mother. So it's just deep into this sacred feminine, sacred masculine energy, and just really allowing myself to be penetrated at the deepest level, getting really into my breath work, doing a lot of breath work, just opening up to it, opening up to that deep penetration, opening up to allowing all of that energy through every cell of my being, every atom, every molecule, every bit of my energy field, just allowing to be totally soaked and drenched in this gorgeous masculine presence and energy, and the feminine energy, and the merging and the blending of the two, and how it would move through me, and just opening into so many different insights and wisdom and emotions and sensuality. My senses were just like, ooh, self-pleasuring in this place was just like freaking magical. It was just really open and just whoo, like how deep can your pleasure go? And not again just on a physical level, but it was pleasure, like I was just feeling the energy of this place just permeating every bit of me, and the orgasms and the sexual expression was just like way I don't even have words for it, right? And that's my mission, my goal, my exploration, let me say, to expand my sexual energy, to expand into being penetrated by the universe, by the huge experience of the feminine and the masculine. Like, how big can it go? How much can I open into that? So that's what I'm doing with my breath work. That's what I'm doing with my meditation practices. That's what I'm doing with all of the things that I'm doing, with going on pilgrimage here to this gorgeous place that is that's such a power spot on the planet. This is said to be the purification place on the planet, and like, let me tell you, the experiences and the energetics of it are just phenomenal. So this is what I do to follow my passion and my purpose of opening to the deepest depths of our sexual and sensual expression, of my sexual and sensual expression, which is going to look very different for you, right? We each have this own personal exploration to go on. But that's what I've been contemplating. I want to connect with the masculine at this deep, deep, deep level. Like, that is my longing, my desire to deeply connect with you, to be deeply penetrated by you, by the masculine, but by the healthy masculine. I want to come to you in my healthy, sacred feminine. So I am doing the work to clear the wounding, to clear the unhealthy patterns and belief systems, to clear the inherited ancestral trauma and energies that we've taken on from our families, from our ancestors, from society, from religion, from all the dogmatic belief systems or systems that we've grown up in, you know, that we've taken on so much. So it is our job to clear that shit out so we can connect with each other from that deep, deep, deep level that we're truly longing for. So many of us understand that there is so much more to this. There is so much more to being in union with another. There's so much more to being in union with ourselves. And that's really what I'm working on here, is when I have that beautiful union of the feminine and the masculine within me, then I can come to you from a very whole place, and I can give and receive from a whole place, not from a needy, fear-based place, not from unhealthy emotion, not from wounding, not from trauma, not from resentment, not from anger, not from bitterness, which is the way of the feminine. There's a lot of resentment towards the masculine. A lot of that I just inherited, you know, and it's been my job, my responsibility to clear that for myself so I can come to you from my heart, from my passion, from my longing to connect deeply with you, to be penetrated by you, by the universe, by everything that life has to offer. The more I clear those old patterns, those old belief systems, the old wounding, the old unhealthy codependent ways of being, the old bitterness, the old resentment, the old anger, the old fears and tensions in my body, the more I can be fully penetrated by you. But what I need from you is to do your work as well, so that you can fully penetrate me, so I can fully receive you, right? That's the mission that we're all on here, should you choose to accept it. But that means doing the work. The masculine needs to do the work too, and recognize where they've taken on all of this stuff and where they need to move through it. So there's so many practices, and that's what we're doing here on this channel. We're talking about how to move through this shit, how to clear this shit, so that we can connect with each other on that deep, gorgeous, beautiful level that we truly want, so we can experience passion and pleasure in ways that we could never even begin to fathom. You know, we can't, because we're too limited in what we know. So the more we open this up, the more we clear that old shit and those old ways of being, the more we're going to expand into our true sacred feminine and sacred masculine and true union, whether that be with just within ourselves, which is, of course, first and foremost, we have to have that balance of the feminine and masculine within ourselves, which is a lot of what we're doing here. And then we can enter into union with the universe, with source, with each other. You know, it's just, but we need to do the work. We need to do the work. Are you doing the work? If you're here, you know that there's something for you. You know that there's a bigger expression to your sexual energy. You know you long for a deeper connection. Are you doing the work to really experience that for yourselves? And I think I've been poo-pooing around that a lot on the channel, just like kind of making some suggestions, but I'm here to kind of demand it of you. I demand it of myself, and I'm demanding the sacred masculine to step up and start doing the work. And I know a lot of you are, and I'm so grateful for it, as a feminine, just wanting to connect with you so deeply and so just really, like, in such a powerful way. I'm doing my work, and I'm excited that you're here, because it means you're interested in doing the work too, and hopefully that you are. But if you're not, breathwork is a really powerful way to do that. And stay tuned. I've been recording some breathwork practices. I'll start getting those posted here shortly. There are men that are enrolled in my 12-week program, and that's a huge piece too. There's so many tools and ways we're going to get in and really clear this energy, really clear those unhealthy belief systems, really recognize them. So that's one piece. I know that's a huge. There's so many programs out there. There's so many things out there. There's so many healing modalities. There's so much available right now to support us on our journey, because the time is now. We're in that evolutionary process. You know, we're ready to step up. We're ready to have a different experience. So what are you doing? What are you doing? This is a call to action. What are you doing to really step into your power and clear out all the toxic masculine, the wounded masculine, your own wounded feminine? I mean, we are really, as a society, all of us are rocking out the wounded feminine energy, and that's what a lot of my work is too. So if you are interested, if you need support, if you're wondering where to start, please visit my website, visit the other videos I have here. I have a lot of resources on my website as well. My 12-week program is starting in about a week here. So if that's something that you want to explore and you're ready to fucking do this thing, check that out. And I'll even probably leave that open for enrollment for another week or two, just because we can catch you up. That's not a big deal. It is 12 weeks. So the first week, even if you get started a little late, that's okay. But so many tools, so many practices, so many teachings, that energy healing that's going to clear this stuff out, that really will get you started in a really powerful way, or really support you wherever you are. Like, energy healing is really important, really, really, really important. And that's what breath work is. It's clearing the energy. It's working with our energy. It's really clearing that out. So that's one very powerful way that you can start to work with your own energy. But energy healing, like the modalities I use in my sessions, are just really, we're going to get in there and really clear it out. So very powerful. And if you're not interested in working with me, check out other energy healers, energy ways to clear that energy, because it really bypasses the mind. It just gets in there. We are energy. Our entire universe is made of energy. So working with these patterns, it's patterns of energy. These unhealthy belief systems, these unhealthy thought processes, the mental spinning that we do, the low sense of self-worth, the dis-ease in the body, it's all energy patterns, which is why when we work at an energetic level and we just clear the patterns, it really bypasses a lot of the talk therapy, and it clears it in time. It's we're working with time and space here, so we can just annihilate things, wipe them out so they no longer exist. That's how energy works. We can just transform it into something else. It's very powerful, very powerful. So again, check out my website if you're interested in exploring that further. Links below. But really, yeah, call to action. I'm out here really doing it and just feeling so passionate about this path, and really longing to connect with others who are on this path and is dedicated to a new way of being, to new relationship, to new, relationship that looks like whatever you want it to look like for you. We're exploring new ways of doing relationship. I talk about, non-monogamy. Is that what the term we'd want to use? Exploring other ways of doing relationship, other ways of being in union with people that aren't so limited and restricted to this one model that we've been given. But to enter into an experience like that, you got to come in from a healthy place, right? It's somebody just mentioned in a comment, ethical non-monogamy. We have to come in from a healthy place. There's part of the toxic masculine is a real possessive, jealous experience. So if you're coming in with that energy, you're going to create a whole shit ton of havoc for yourself, and pain, a lot of pain for yourself and for the other person involved. So these are the types of things that we really need to clear that energy from, past, present, future, wherever that came from, and it's really rife in the collective because women have been possessed by men. That's just what it's been, for thousands of years. Women have been property of men. So it's not, and something to possess. Women are something to possess. That feminine energy is something to possess and hold on to and not let somebody else have. So it's just in our collective. So it's energy that needs to be cleared, even if it's maybe not your experience so much, or you're not deep into a possessive experience like that. The energy is in our field, and we need to, if we're going to be exploring other types of relationship, something to look at, and how that shows up for us. So that's a big one. That's a big one in our society. And again, it's just been there for thousands of years. So regardless, we're likely rocking that out in our field. So those are the types of things that we look at and that we're clearing in sacred sexuality, you know, because that's just part of what we're doing here, part of the work to be done, right? So there's a lot, and women have their own work to do around that, around being possessed. You know, we've been like Prince Charming and these fantasies and fairy tales that we've been given of what relationship is supposed to look like. It's very skewed and unhealthy, and leads to a lot of codependent behaviors, a lot of disconnection, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger on both sides. You know, the men, masculine and feminine, are not giving and receiving from a healthy place, and it's a big old shit show. You know, nobody's very happy. We're all unfulfilled, we're all longing, we're all lacking, you know. So let's get in there and do the work, and let's do this so we can connect in that way that we know we're capable of, or that we're ultimately capable of. So are you ready to do the work with me? I am really calling for you, because yes, I want to be deeply penetrated by you. I want to receive you, and I want to give to you from a beautiful, full, open heart. I am so in love with the masculine, and it means I've had to do my own clearing around defensiveness and resentment towards the masculine. That's just been deep in me, you know. It's just been deep into my psyche, you know, stuff that again isn't my energy. So a lot of this isn't ours, it's part of the collective that we, if we're here on this planet right now and we're interested in this, it's our job, it's our duty it's our responsibility to clear this energy and start having those connections we long for. So, okay, I know I'm off on a tangent, but I am so fucking fired up right now about all this, because I've just been having these really powerful experiences of the feminine and the masculine energy, and it's lit a fire in me. I know what's possible, I know what I'm capable of, and I am looking to connect with others that are as fired up and dedicated to this type of union, this type of passion, this type of connection, you know, that I am really, really longing for, and I know I'm capable of it, and I know there's others out there that feel this too. So let's do it. If you're as fired up as I am, yeah, seek out those practices and reach out. Let's do this thing, right? So we're going to go to the cards and see the tarot to see what kind of wisdom might come through to support us in our journey, in our process. You know, what wisdom is coming through to support us right now? I am so fired up. My energy is like, woo, right now. So thanks for being here, everybody. And thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father, Son. Thank you to all the planets. Thank you, our archangels. Thank you to all of our spirit guides and helpers. Thank you to any of our wisdom beings that we connect with that support us so beautifully on our journey. Any words of wisdom to support us, to support that continued growth that we're and work that we're doing. Let's see what comes through here. Wow. Okay. Some interesting energies here. Wow. Okay. Wow. There's a lot that came through here. That was in reverse. I'm seeing a lot of there's a lot of wounding, you know? There's a lot that we're carrying, that we're moving through, but we're very supported to do so. There's a lot of wands here, a lot of spiritual growth and transformation. It starts off with, this is the 9 of Wands. like the wounded healer type of dude, the wounded warrior. He's gone through a lot. He's moving through it though. He's like, okay, I've done this. I'm at the end. This is a 9. It's an energy of completion, almost there. And this is the wands. I think of this as a lot of spiritual growth and transformation. This is a fire, passion, purpose. So where have you been putting in the work, and where are you just like, wow, I have been doing it. And I'm ready to be done. I'm ready for a new way. A lot of us have been doing the work. And this is kind of where I'm feeling myself. I'm just like, yeah, I've been doing all this. I'm ready to connect. I'm ready to connect now. Let's freaking do this thing. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to explore the world with you. Like, let's go do this thing. And this is the 4 of Pentacles, but it was in reverse. So this is like releasing our grip on, when I think of sacred sexuality, the pentacles, I think of that as the body more. So releasing our grip on what we think it needs to look like. That's what I'm seeing here right now. That's what's coming through. So, open to exploration, open to what does this path look like for you? Where are you being called? Releasing the wounding too, releasing the old ways of being, releasing the old energies of the body, the old patterns, the old redundancy. This guy, he's just like really holding on here and not wanting to let go. But the 4 is also a stable energy. So maybe a letting go of old ways of doing things. I think I just said that. That's what's coming through. So, and an inner exploration of your relationship with your body and the sensuality and sexuality, as we are moving through. And given the context of sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, maybe letting go of some old, I'm always talking about letting go of old belief systems, but it's a deep exploration. What does that mean for you? I can't tell you what that means for you. That's part of these old systems of feminine and masculine. What are the roles, and we are just over it, right? Whatever we've been doing here. We also have the 10 of Wands out here, so it's just over it, this old way of being, and the spiritual growth and all the passion and creativity. Like there's just some completion here, but I'm feeling it more as completion of some old ways of being, some old ways. We're ready to step into some new. Here we have the 9. See, there's a bunch of 9s out here. Well, okay, a couple of 9s, and there's 5s. So the cups, the 9 of Cups, which is normally a place of also completion and just kind of wish fulfillment, but this was in reverse. So when a card is in reverse, I think of it as more of an internal energy. So this is just a really interesting reading. This is an inner completion with some old, so again, old ways of being. That's what keeps coming through here. So yeah, where are you complete with some old stuff and old emotions, old belief systems, old ways of connecting to the feminine and the masculine, old roles, old, as we were talking about earlier with the jealousy and possessiveness, like that's an old model that we're ready to move beyond. But it takes the inner work. It takes the inner work to recognize these things in ourselves. We can't just like go, oh yeah, I'm over that and be done. It's all the wands out here. This is spiritual growth and transformation, and we've got some 5 energy as well, which is which is the energy of transformation. So, again, from there on to this completion. Yeah, where are we done? It's just time, and where are we going to let the divine carry us on to new shores? This is the 6 of Swords here. But look there's still some swords in there. There's belief systems, there's old thought processes that are getting carried along with, so really a cautionary tale is what's coming through for me now. We feel like we've done the work, we feel like we've done a lot of it, but where are we still holding on to some of this stuff? Where's the sneaky energies? And with these reversals, it does feel like some inner stuff that's still holding us back, that we're still battling. And then it goes on to just what I said. Okay, battling, and here's the 5. This would, again, change and transformation. And there's this is the wand, spiritual growth, transformation. What is brewing inside? What is battling inside that's ready to bust through and ready to break free? Where do you know it's time to take some action to support the growth that you are ready for right now? Yes, there's some completion and some ending, but again, with some old ways of being. And where are you ready to start that change, to start moving forward, but yet you have conflict within. There's like this conflict going on where it's time. It's time for some things, and yet you're kind of just, it's still an inner process. Maybe you haven't really started doing the work in the way that you're capable of, or that is necessary. And here's the too focused on spilt cups, on loss, too focused on what isn't there, when there's the two cups behind this person that are full. It's the focus is on what's not there. So again, I feel a lot of this is there's this desire for something new, a new way of being, but yet the old crap is heavy and strong. It's heavy and strong, and the focus is not on the positivity of it, but maybe just like the fear of moving forward, the fear of facing oneself, of facing the old ways of being, facing the work that needs to happen, Here we move into the Queen of Wands, and this is such a powerful energy, and she is doing the work. She's done the work. She's just rocking it out. She's just ready to, she is herself. She's unapologetically herself. She's totally in her power. She is rocking it out. She's gone through the growth and the transformation. So this is what lies on the other side of this, all this work that needs to be done, that's this journey. But it's really a lot of inner strife, I feel like, going on here. So, and maybe just over it. This is a really interesting reading, and I'm really curious how it's speaking to you, because I see a lot that needs to be let go of. There's a lot that needs to be released, and I can't say enough about breathwork practices. Do some Wim Hof breathing, and find some practices that are really going to support you on your journey. Again, if you're interested in that 12-week program, that's highly recommended. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, and I know different people read this card differently. For me, there's those 2 people at the bottom there, and they are looking up to this person who has the power to tell them what to do. And this, for me, is the dogmatic belief systems, the religion that's controlled us and told us how to be and told us how to do relationship, how to do sexuality or not do sexuality. So this is the old crap that we're breaking through, we're busting out of. So again, where are you locked into these old belief systems that are not serving you at all? That's what a lot of this is. It is fucking time to break free from this stuff. It is time to do the work if you're called to it. Again, this is a call to action right now. This is not, I'm kind of tired of fluffing around. I'm tired of fluffing with myself. It's, again, I've just been diving way into my practices, and because the astrology, the energy on the planet is really powerful right now for our evolution. So it is time to really dive into those practices, really create a routine for yourself, really decide how you want to be. We're kind of at a crossroads. We can stay stuck in this old bullshit, we can stay stuck in these old ways of being, and this, oh, poor me, look at all that didn't work out. We can stay in that shit. We absolutely can. Or we can start, you know, rocking it out and take back our power and be in our sovereignty. I don't think I say that word right. Be in our power, rocking it out. Totally in control of ourselves, totally being in our own powerful, positive energy, in our passion. This is the wands. Again, this is spiritual growth and transformation, and she is so absolutely in her power after the work, after going through the process, and she doesn't give a fuck who thinks what about her. She's just rocking it out, and she's like, yeah, this is me. I'm doing it. This is what I aspire to. I just want to be me, be in my power, rock out my sexuality, my sensual energy, and unapologetically, you know, be me. Beyond all these fucking belief systems I've taken on that have shunned and shamed me, my sexuality, my way of being, my profession, all the ways that I've showed up in the world have been really, it's all about this shame, blame, guilt, punishment thing. And I've done a lot of work to move out of that. I've done a lot of work to move out of that, to move into this. So where are you ready to move out of that as well and step into your power and step into your sacred masculine or sacred feminine, whoever's watching this video, you know? The time is now, the time is now, the time is now, and I'm ready to be done with the fluffing. I want to live the life of my dreams. I want to live in my passion, live just in my power, right? So anyway, I think my point has been made. I'm so fired up. I'm feeling this Mars energy. I believe Mars is in Aries right now. It's such a fiery, passionate energy. So like, ooh, that sacred masculine, ready to go. So yeah, where are you ready to just start stepping into it? Stepping into your power, stepping into your passion, getting deep in there again, coming back to that deep penetration. If you want to penetrate the feminine deeply in that really gorgeous way where she's ready to fully receive every bit of you, everything that you have to offer. You have to be offering from a healthy place, or you can't be received. That's when you get into connections with the feminine that are resentful, defensive, shut down, not able to receive and not able to give you what you are truly longing for. That's where we have the work to do, so we can give and receive with each other fully. Are you ready? Because I am so ready for you. Let's do this. Again, depending on where you're watching this or when you're watching this, my program is coming up. This is a very powerful 12-week program. It's really going to help you with all of this, clearing all of this out. When you're ready to do the work, let's do this. So check that out, link below. Also check out my website for tons of other resources and sessions, one-on-one sessions, sacred sexuality sessions that I offer. Check that out. And we have a pilgrimage to India also coming up in November, and there's amazing early bird special going on, so be sure to check that out. That's through the end of June, I believe. So for so many more details about that, check out my website, and be sure to explore this channel for so many more videos to support you in your sacred sexuality journey. I am and thank you so much to those of you who have been making donations to the channel. I'm so appreciative and so grateful. So I love it. I feel very held and supported, and I'm so grateful for your connection and for everybody who's commenting and liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for your support. I'm really passionate about getting this information out and sharing it with others, so please do like, comment, and subscribe and interact with the channel, because the more interaction, the more it gets out to people, the algorithm, you know how it works. So I think that's it. Hopefully I can get this uploaded today. The internet here has been really crazy, so yeah, I love you all, and I look forward to continued deep penetration with you all. Bye.